Yo, yo. Welcome back to another episode. We are friends on our rampage. My name is Howie Felter Snatch or Xeno120 for all my gamer fans.
It's your boy, Big Cat Man, back once again for another episode. What's going on, y'all?
What's up? What's up? This is Chris, and you about to get hit with that risk.
With the risk. Hello, it's me, Leo. I guess I'll just go by an alias since everyone else is. I'll go with ghouls. That's a nice one. I'm sorry, I'm pretty tired right now.
They call me Curly Faye Juan Lucci. This is Juwan, your boy.
Alright, so today we are talking about male sexual abuse. Alright. It's gonna be a pretty serious subject today, but we gonna get through this. All right.
Hey, y'all already know I'm on here, so y'all niggas gonna hear some inappropriate jokes at me, and y'all it's okay to laugh, cause the shit do be happening. It's real life. The motherfuckers gonna be like, "How could you say this?" I'm like, "Well, it happens, so I gotta make a joke out of it." Cause ain't nobody got time to be depressed.
That's fair.
Yes.
I just want to say that it's some that's not talked about a lot actually. It's talked about but only within certain environments. But like male sexual abuse happens a lot more than, in my opinion, a lot more than people say, or like report or people want to talk about, especially when it comes to like women. I'm just gonna say it like, so when it comes to women are like I guess they're seen like timid as weak and stuff. So when like it happens to them, we believe them more. It's actually taking them a lot more serious. So, but when it happens to men, unless it happens in, let's say, jail, like a jail environment, and even then, it's kind of
They just brush that shit aside.
Yeah, it's kind of not taking it serious as it should.
All out traumatized.
People don't really take it as serious. Or men end up internalizing it, and then they explode and project in different ways. So how do you feel about that, Chris? How do you feel about how male like rape and molestation and stuff happens? Like, how do you feel people react to it? People's reaction to it?
Most honestly, when it comes to like that, most men's reaction to it varies, but usually it forms itself in like a bunch of sexual
deviancy,
deviant behavior.
Yeah,
where one, they either don't respect women or they overdo it with women, because usually if they touched by a dude, they're trying to overdo it with women to prove that they still a man, to prove they still a boy, and sometimes it ends up in the development of homosexual behavior as well. Shoot, this is gonna be a can of worms if we open this. We open it up though. When it comes, like, they really don't have too much like real understanding of how to interact with healthy women if they're touched by women, that if women end up touching them, because like when you a kid, like I don't know how many dudes this happened to, but like for me, I was sexually molested by a bunch of girls almost all the time. I don't know what was going on in their households where they thought that was okay. I don't know if it's because they mature faster and their hormones activated faster or some shit like that. But they would be touching on me in inappropriate manner, and I'm only 11, and I'm like, oh, I like action figures, so it causes a different behavior pattern growing up if it's something that you're just not straight up ready for, or if it's just kind of just forced on you because they just think it's okay to do that. So I'm gonna let someone else speak. I want to hear what y'all what y'all think about that.
The floor is open.
All right, bet. So what I think about how people see male sexual abuse, how it's represented in the media and how we see it on social platforms, is sometimes like I don't know when it started to become a bit more serious, but for a while it was always just about jokes, like, "Ha, you got you let a girl sexually abuse you. You're lucky. You're so lucky that this happened to you." But people aren't realizing that it's not so lucky because you're still getting hurt. But that's that's what I think. I couldn't even take my words together. Jesus.
Oh no, I feel that because like you see it all the time where I saw it was a thing on Facebook where these three teachers they they was having a three-way with this 60-year-old boy, and
Oh,
this
I seen
boy
that.
told people and mugs for
Hold
getting
on, the
mad at him
what?
talking about some, I wish that shit happened to me, blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, he's 60 years old. These old women straight up taking advantage of him, just doing what they want with
16
him.
or
He don't know
6?
what the fuck he doing.
16. He was in high school.
16.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Because I'm like,
I'm just saying
what?
I'm just saying 16 because I don't know. Like when I think of teenager, I don't know why 16 just popped into my head, but like
Dude, I thought you were saying 6. That's what kept getting me scared.
Yeah, 6 and 16. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like this
that's
man
a,
was saying it like 6. I'm like, hold on, what?
Like, oh, he need help.
yeah,
yeah.
he's
He
screwed.
needs help right now, and
He
we
gonna
need
be a
to we
slut.
need
That's
help for
all
that
he.
man
He not gonna get
immediately.
women as
That man
anything
need
else
therapy.
but meat. But basically, it's literally frowned upon if you say anything about a girl touching on you or raping you or basically just doing what they want with you sexually. Like other dudes would be like, what's wrong with that? You gay or something? Man,
Right.
I'll be doing this. I'll
No.
be doing that. I'm like, shut up. Abuse is abuse, motherfucking shit.
I mean,
Exactly.
it really just comes down to, like, when we think about women in this situation, if they say that they don't want to do it, it's fine. No means no mentality is in full effect. But then if the shoes are flipped and a man says, "Okay, I don't want to do this," people don't realize that there are various things that a woman can do to either coax a man into doing it, or take advantage of them in the same way. Like, well, oh, I'll tell your friends that you're gay, or oh, I'll tell your friends that you rape me, or oh, I'll tell, there's things that can happen to men in that situation that
Hmm.
generally aren't talked about. So it's okay for a woman to say no, but it's not systemic, like, socially acceptable for a guy to say no in a lot of situations, and that's the issue.
That's a fact.
Right. Exactly. Especially you hit it on the nail when you talked about how, like, if a girl will coach you, try to do it by saying like, "Oh, you're gay," and then you raped me. That stuff hurts you, and you don't want that going around that you're this and that when it's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was watching this basically this YouTube video where dude was walking around Miami asking girls, well, if a dude said no to you in the bed, and all them literally about 85% of these women say, "Oh, I'm just gonna take it. There is no no." Basically, the motherfuckers just said, "I'm about to," and these not like little girls. These like women about like 30, 40. So like
Hmm.
most of them was 20, but like even the 40-year-old was like, "No, I'm about to take that shit." Like I was like, "Damn, why can't we say no?"
Basically,
Yeah.
I'm just supposed to give up the ride just because?
Yep.
I didn't realize I was a meat machine.
You are nothing but a pile of meat that they use to take advantage of.
They don't
right?
want nothing.
Exactly.
They don't want nothing from us but that one thing. And when we say no, they gonna take it.
Exactly. All we want to do is play Yu-Gi-Oh and watch anime.
Basically,
You're so
I'll be trying to play
ignorant.
Animal Crossing.
Oh, baby, man.
Could you at least take me to dinner before you fuck me?
Nah, ain't none of that happening here.
um,
And
Puzzled.
you getting some WAP today, all right?
but I'm not trying to drown. I can't swim. I can't
This man said he can't swim. You know what? I'm done.
swim.
I'm off the podcast.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Let me get my mop. Let me get my mop for that WAP.
Oh my
But
gosh.
okay. So how do you feel about the fact that so it's a stigma behind like guys reporting it, right? Them being called like weak or gay and different things of nature, and it's just like they're like, oh well, they say, well, women get raped more, and like, well, they used to say that. I don't know if they still say that now, but a lot of the statistics will say that when men, it happens to men 9 times out of 10, either they don't report it because just
The
like
stigma,
you said what,
stigma of like being seen as weak.
right?
Right.
Because it's like how you a grown man and then you let another grown man, you know what I'm saying? Um, do that to you. And then oh crap.
Good.
I forgot what I was gonna say. I had a brain fart. I had a brain
Bro,
fart.
it be like that, bro.
Oh,
Oh,
or
the brain blast.
so they end up not reporting it. So like a lot of the statistics I think are a little off because I think it happens a lot to men a lot more than we give it credit for.
Yeah, like
Yeah, exactly.
you know about the Boy Scouts of America, all that shit finally came out, and that was going on for at least
That was going on for
since the
years.
beginning of the shit,
Yeah.
like since the beginning.
I mean,
So,
they okay. See, the thing about that is like just the Boy Scouts just alone. They make jokes about it, like on American Dad. I want to say they did on Family Guy, maybe South Park.
they
Most
made jokes
likely,
about
yeah.
that ever since
Mhm.
since the beginning. Like everybody's been new, but like no one actually reported or no one actually ever cared. That was the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
That and look at all them priests and stuff doing that to them little boys. Like it's and no one says nothing. And, like it's not like the parents don't know. They just like, oh, well, I want to protect the pastor. So
Forget that. That's
I
my
don't
child
know.
Pastor
getting
man.
abused.
I don't know
That's
what that train of thought is behind that though, because it doesn't really make
Yeah.
sense for you to allow your child to just be all messed up because
I mean,
of
it depends on how high you put religion on your list, right? Because I
right.
mean, this is kind of unrelated, but just recently there was a story about a guy who allowed his daughter to die in a car because he didn't want to like get the window broken open. I don't know.
Oh, I just heard about. Oh my
what?
Yeah, so
gosh.
yeah,
That's insane.
That is
yeah, it's
insane.
insane. But I can't say for a fact that that's all the information. There's probably more to the story. It doesn't make any sense. Even after I read the article, it didn't make any sense. But it just comes down to what people's priorities are, right? People, not every parent is a good parent for one, right? And then on top of that, not every parent is willing to deal with stuff like that because they may have dealt with something like that and they didn't deal with it correctly. So when it happens to their children, they don't know how to react, or they don't want to they don't want to bring any negative attention to their child. Like there's a plethora of different reasons for why they don't allow it to come to light. All of them are wrong, but people have different reasons. And I think that that's the one thing that needs to be looked at, like because it's not just the pastors, like the parents are just as the fault.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
there's cases where them parents be touching on their own children and stuff. It's like sick
Oh my
behavior.
God, bro!
Yo,
I
that
read a
shit
story.
is
G. Oh my! I wanted to throw
wild.
up, bro. I
That
wanted to
shit.
throw up, bro. It was a dude, right?
I'm scared.
This
I'm
man,
scared.
fucking
I'm scared.
G. This
Scared.
man raped his own fucking like 2-year-old daughter
Jesus.
till she died. And then he called the fucking police afterwards, bro. I was like, he was looking up shit on Google, like, how do you know if your child is dead, and like,
What
what
do
do
you
you do?
mean?
Bro.
You're
Like, bro,
dead.
it was the most fucked up shit I've ever read, and I hope he gets the death penalty. I really do. I know it's unlikely, but he really deserves it.
I understand.
If he goes to one, he's going to prison. He has a death penalty. It don't gotta come from us. It don't gotta come from the American public. But it's gonna come from the inmates. It's gonna come from somebody.
Hey, look, I'll just say this. They don't play it. It's weird because, okay, I'm going to get to jail later. I just want to put this snippet in. How don't they like sexual predators while simultaneously being sexual predators?
There's some
Because they
jails.
need some.
If you really need to know, there's some jails that have very few inmates that are sexual predators. And when some of them hear that, they're like, that's wrong. But then there's also jails that are just basically run by sexual predators.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, like there's just it's just who do you have a majority of, murderers or gang members, or like what is it?
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, dang,
That's terrifying.
Super.
It sounds like hell.
And look, why? First off, that dude has issues. I don't know. See, that's some stuff that he had happen to him that he never got fixed for
that's
him
what
to
I'm
do
about
that.
to say. That
Right.
had to go.
Yeah,
that goes
no,
along
that's
with
just
that male
crazy.
sexual abuse stuff.
Like, how could you? And it's kind of crazy how, like, when Denzel mentioned, like, people put things over other things, like they have a priority list. Like, how dare you just like? I don't understand how you could like put your kids, put somebody else above your kids. That person's hurting your kids. That stuff is wild to me.
Big wild, man. Big wild.
Yeah.
Look, I couldn't do it. See, okay, here's the thing, right? Well, all right, just real quick, women have the children, right? And it looked painful. I'm a man. I don't know if I know having no kids. It looks just visually and auditorially, because then they be screaming and stuff, like it hurt, like it hurts. Period. So I don't know why you would even want to do all that. You had this parasite in you for approximately 9 months.
Oh, parasite, he calls it.
I know what I said. I know what I said. And then you allow your child, you allow anything bad to happen to your child that you know of, that you can fix, and you don't get it fixed or let it happen. Couldn't do it. I'm just saying. Especially not something like sexual abuse, because that lasts forever. Like, that's not something you just, I got like punched in the eye, I got a black eye for 3 weeks and I'm good, or however long. Like that's literally they hold that for their whole life. So now they're it's coming out in different ways. Like I mean, it can come out like music and stuff, but it can come out in anger,
abusing your partner, your kids, like
hurt people, hurting other people, hurt people.
Basically.
And I just don't understand it. I don't. But since we did bring up jail, I just want to talk about how it's not okay for men to do it to other men in jail, because that happens all the time.
You gonna drop that soap and you ain't got no hope.
Drop the soap.
Hey, sometimes you ain't even gotta drop it. Sometimes they just push you. So anyway,
get on the wall.
I watch movies. All right, I just know it from movies.
I'm gonna make you squeal like a pig.
You're sick. Yo.
Sick, boy. Blame the Boondocks for this one.
That's fair. That's a fair point. The Boondocks though. Look. All I'm saying is that it happens in jail, and it's almost like it's like a normal thing. Like, oh, you gonna go to jail? Ha ha ha. Did it happen to you?
No. The person that just got out just look at you like, the fuck is wrong with you?
That's not funny. Like, that is, and it happens.
Touch this man's booty, bro. You gotta chill,
bruh.
That's so fucked
Imagine having a fight, bro. First off, imagine having to fight for what's yours. Like, it's not like they took some money from you. Like, you can had this money, you can have this little $20 bill. That ain't nothing. I can come back from that.
But my ass? My ass? Really?
You don't come back?
What's wrong? Is it dirty? Boo-boo come out of it? Ain't nothing about that attractive, man. Yeah, but ain't no women in here, so I need it. You need what? Look. I can use my imagination. Your booty about to be a pussy. No!
Look.
You gotta chill, child.
But it's crazy. Okay. But it's crazy because not only do dudes act like it don't happen, or they don't want to talk about it, which that just goes back to the other, like the stigma.
We don't talk about.
Damn. So Not only do they talk about it not happening, right? The men doing it don't see anything wrong with it. Did you know? I don't know how I got to this point, but I was on YouTube. And it was a jail, and I think it was, I don't know if it was like actually in Africa, but it was like an African jail. And they were asking him like, oh well, you know, why would you do that? Blah blah blah. And they're like, oh no, he's the woman, so I'm not gay. He's gay. I was like,
What?
that's not how that works.
Nah, that
What?
remind me of that episode of South Park when Cartman had Butter's dick in his mouth.
Oh,
Oh
yo!
my
Hell, it's
god.
not okay.
Out. He sent
Hey,
pictures
and
out,
no,
and
no.
everybody was like, "Hey, he's not gay. You're gay." He
Yeah,
was like, "What?"
That's one of those things. That's one of
Yeah.
those.
He was like,
That's-
"They're like, yeah, he's not gay. You're gay." Oh no, bro. That shit was funny.
Yeah,
Man.
exactly. And they don't see anything wrong with it though. Like, it is crazy. It just happens. And mugs be knowing it's happening. Mugs be watching. Bro, come on now. Like, how do you?
Like you can't explain. Like you're just so baffled. Like
Yeah.
this stuff. Like I can't even speak. That's how crazy it is.
Yeah, it's quite insane. It's quite insane, and it happens all the time. That's the only way the joke can even be made, that it actually happened. We don't just make shit up. Like, this shit actually happens. We just put it in a funny form to deal with it, because it's really traumatizing.
I mean,
You go to prison, you run the risk of your cheeks getting clappeth. Like that's all it comes.
no,
down to.
not Taken. Taken
1,
1, 2, and 3.
And then sometimes they really see you as a female in there sometimes, and they be like, "Damn, we about to run a train on this bitch." That is a dude. We about to run a train on this bitch.
Oh no!
And him and 5 of his big ass homies about to run your shit, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. And like, there was this dude, my mom, from the Park District. I forgot his name. I wasn't gonna say it anyway, but like, he went to prison for something. He went to prison for something stupid. He was hanging with a bunch of stupid motherfuckers, and they went to prison. And since he was hanging out with them, guilty by association, you know the whole deal.
Yeah.
So they sent him there. Old boy got his shit clapped. He was only there for 3 years. He came out. He don't know what he is. He don't know if he like girls. He don't know if he like dudes, because he went in there when he was 17. When he was 17, as an adult.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, like, he don't know if he like girls, boys. He doesn't know what he just doesn't know. He has no understanding of his own sexuality or anything, because for literally 3 years he was somebody's girlfriend. And like literally he became somebody's girlfriend because he was getting ran that badly that he had to be up under a dude. Like, yeah, it was that bad. Like that's his story. It's fucked up as hell.
Ooh, damn.
Jesus,
Yeah.
yes, wow.
Ooh, damn. Oh, damn. And
the crazy part is, go ahead, I'll cut you off. My bad.
no, it's all you. It's all you.
I was gonna say it's crazy how all this sounds like it's fiction, but this is actually going on. Like, huh? Like, what? You just can't believe it.
Yeah, but when we say the Me Too movement, us men be like, "Hey, us too. Shut up, bitch." Damn. So only women can get raped out here? I didn't know that. I wasn't. Am I not a victim? I told her no. She's just gonna grab my dick. Like, I can't just grab a pussy when she tells me no. So
hey, I mean, according to Trump, you can. I mean, so your president said that this stuff.
Hey, this man wild. Look, we not gonna go there, but this man wild.
Very extremely highly.
I mean, okay, yeah, Chris does have a point though. Like, when it comes to women, it's not the same. So if a dude, look, when dudes say no to women and they take it anyway, that's rape, right? Or that's whatever they did to him. That's what it's called.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of dudes,
no consent.
You know, it's crazy that I learned that dudes didn't even, like, some people don't even know that
They
is
being
like
racist.
sexual abuse, right? Like it's literally considered like sexual abuse or like whatever is happening, but they don't even know because they like don't understand.
Right.
Especially when because you're supposed to be with a woman, right? That's like the normal thing. And so when it's happening, it's like, well, why? What's the problem? It couldn't be that much of a problem if you're with a woman, right? And so they think it's happening and it's okay. So my thing is, why is it so? Why are women able to just go free roam on men, and when we either don't understand it, or a men just allow it because would you, okay, my bad, would you consider that toxic masculinity?
Yes, but you
Mm,
could also consider it toxic femininity because women don't really recognize it as well either.
What?
yeah.
When it's allowed to basically for women to rape men.
That it can happen?
No, like
No,
that.
that it does happen.
When it happens, nobody sees a problem with it, and sometimes the guy doesn't even realize that's a problem.
Right. Yeah.
Mm.
Because like, okay, check this out. Because I have like when I say I have a bunch of stories about this, I have a bunch of stories about literal sexual abuse and like when men
Can
actually
Victims
now
of
have
it.
deviant behavior. So here's another story. This ain't this not another jail one. It's still terrible. So this how my buddy lost his virginity. He he had this girlfriend. They weren't doing nothing sexual. They was just chilling. Actually, this wasn't his girlfriend. She became his girlfriend after she basically raped him. Right? But he was hanging out with this girl or whatever. They was at a mall. He went to go take a dookie. Y'all
Duke.
think it's a joke? No, I'm like no, real talk. No, keep listening. So he went to
yeah.
go take a dookie, and she came in after him when he was firmly on the toilet. He squeezing one out, right? She come in and starts stroking him off, and then hops on his dick. He did not know what
That's
the fuck was going on. He was
super weird.
That's yeah.
he was 14. He did not know what the fuck
Oh
happened.
man.
And then that was that was his introduction to sex. That was his first time. Basically getting raped in the bathroom.
That's
Jesus.
super weird.
Yeah.
That girl's a fucking weirdo.
Jesus
I
Christ.
mean, we could also just call her what she is. She's a fucking rapist.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. She raped him. And then she was like, "You my boyfriend now." And he did not know what to do because mind you, he's 14 and he just got raped. And now he's his girl. Now this is his girlfriend.
Mm.
That's wild.
That all happened.
And if you think about it, because at 14, think about it. Okay, right? Your hormones, they starting to go ahead, they going wild, and
Right.
then all other dudes are like, that's all they want to happen to them, right?
Mm.
So it ain't like he can go, oh, well, this happened to me, and anybody will take him serious, like serious, like, oh, dang, that's, you need to go to therapy or anything like that. They go, oh, well, good job.
Like my boy got some.
You
Yeah.
feel me? They like,
Oh
yeah, I
man.
see you, my boy. You're like, I don't.
Like and it's
I,
so
I,
disgusting.
Hey, look. I think we also like. I'm gonna hop on the other side for a second, right?
Okay,
I think
okay,
we
play
also
devil's
need to
advocate.
Go ahead.
understand. I think that we also need to understand that different boys, want different things, right?
Fair.
So, like, for an
Yeah.
example, for that 16-year-old that we talked about earlier, that pretty much had relations with those three teachers, right? We aren't aware of his mindset. We know that is wrong according to the law, right? But, there's only so much you can do if you're actively seeking it out, right?
Okay.
So that in that situation, it's more nuanced because, obviously it's wrong according to the law, but is there any,
Uh,
like long term problems that he's
damage.
going to experience for that? Yeah. Is there any long
Okay.
term damage?
Denzel, for okay now for what you said, we're gonna flip the script. and say that it was a 16-year-old girl and two 30-year-old and three 30-year-old men
But we're
having
not
a
talking
threesome
about
with
the
her.
double standard because what
No, I
happens
mean
to women is
we
entirely like
if
I
we
know
say
there's a
that's
double
different,
standard. We already know there's a
yeah,
double standard. There's no question about it, right? But I'm just
yes,
saying because when men and women are different at the end of the day, right? We do
we are,
perceive
Bless you.
things differently, right?
we are,
So
but
there
trauma's
are
still trauma.
no, but it's not always trauma to every single man though, or
No,
it
do they
doesn't
perceive it
manifest the
as
same
trauma?
way.
well,
Because I'm
the
sure, like, if
Mm.
like, so if it's your first time, right, and it's taken away from you like that, for some men that's going to be traumatizing, and for like, there's no doubt that no matter what man it is, it's going to change the way that they perceive it. They, because people's first time should be something that they have control over. It shouldn't be taken away from them, and I don't think that anybody can dispute that, right? But if you're a little bit further along in your sexual, discovery, right, and you aren't aware, like, and I'm not saying that some chick drugs you and like fucking rides your dick and that's fine. No, that's fucking rape as well. But I'm saying like, okay, maybe she just, it's really hard for me to come up with an explanation,
Mm-hmm.
but if you are like maybe you're sleeping, I don't know, and your girlfriend just like started like stroking you off and riding you while you're fucking asleep. You know what I mean? Like, or a chick that you were talking to, but you guys hadn't got to the level yet, right? That may for some men, you're like, that shit's capped. What the fuck is wrong with you? How fucking dare you? And then some guys are gonna be like, okay, that shit's lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I do think it comes down to, looking at the specific case and how that person is, because there's different ways that people are gonna perceive what's happening.
Right.
but that doesn't make it any less what it is, in my opinion. I mean, that's
I I can see why you would
Yeah.
say
I can
that.
see.
Because I'm gonna say with that scenario where old girl stroking him off and he sleep and all that, we don't know. Like, we don't really know what his sexual background is. I'm just gonna say sexual background because if he's been getting molested his entire life and the girl just does that to him, that's just normal now. That, like, you have to, like, there's certain things where it's just like, if it happens for a long period of time, even if you get therapy, it's now normalized in your system. So you're still traumatized. It's just that it's now at a level where it's just like it's normal to you, which it honestly shouldn't be. It's an unhealthy mindset, but like, if this is your girl and y'all just been doing that to each other the entire time, I'm not saying like it's wrong of a girl to do that, and I'm not saying it's wrong of a dude to do that, because if y'all been together for that damn long and you just ram it in her while she sleep, then that's just different. And then she just and she
well,
just suck,
no.
and she sucks you off. Wait,
Uh,
and she suck, like, y'all sleep together. She sucks you off some morning. It's like, I'm gonna wake this nigga up by sucking him off, or you just ram it up in her as she sleep. Like, that's 100% different versus like, all right, I want it. You sleep. I want it. I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Well, consent is key.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, the one has consent versus, because it's like y'all just do that. That's just something y'all do. Y'all gotta understand it.
That's y'all behavior at that point in time, because that's what y'all been doing for like a long period of time. So no one can really say shit to it. But like, brand new girl didn't do shit. Y'all haven't done nothing. Y'all just chilling or whatever. You might not even be feeling her. All of a sudden, you let her over your house. Y'all just kicking it. You fall asleep, and she's like, "I want some dick. I'm taking it." Now you just like, damn, you gonna take it from me? You can at least ask. Like,
It's
and she's
not
like,
funny. It's still.
I'm gonna wake him up like this, and then he ain't gonna. And then here's one of the mindsets of women, like, well, he a man, he gonna like it any fucking way.
Yeah.
well, I think that brings up a good thing, or a good
Point.
question, right?
Oh.
So we've already established, like, coercion or just, random acts, right? Like, I think that we need to establish what else would be considered to be male sexual abuse. Like, I think that that would be, because I think that that's something that a lot of people have an issue visualizing in their mind, because people have this idea of men always being ready to have sex. So any situation of them not wanting to or being coaxed into wouldn't really doesn't resound in their head. And I think that Chris has gave a couple good examples, but I think that it's important for us to have a couple more just so people can see different kinds of situations.
Right. So, like, do you think that when girls call dudes like certain, I'm trying to think, calling them certain things that
Triggers them.
it triggers them, yeah. Like,
Like call them like dogs.
yeah, calling them a dog, like, because I dogged you like this time or that. I think that could be sexual abuse too, or like
It's
talking about. Go ahead, my
I
bad.
I wouldn't say necessarily that's sexual abuse. That's more of a stigma, or just randomly. That's like a male call a woman a hoe. Like
Just
Okay.
just cause she a
like that's
woman.
yeah. Just because she a woman, she just automatically a hoe. Oh, just because I'm a male, I'm automatically a dog. You're over here labeling without actually knowing that person.
You generalizing.
Yeah, you
Okay.
generalizing,
Generalizing. Okay. Uh. Hmm.
which leads to certain behaviors because you have a stigma and a generalization of a person that's completely incorrect. That's either probably completely incorrect because you don't know that person.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. I'm gonna keep thinking. I think that is a good question that we like define more examples of what sexual abuse is. I'm gonna come back to it though.
I mean, I just think it's anything without consent. Um, you, I guess it like yeah, I guess the mindset doesn't, because they say, okay, they say like 18 is illegal, right? But I know people who are doing it way before 18. I mean, but see, the whole thing is like, what do you really know? Because a lot of people don't even know what like a contraceptive is, STDs, you know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
they're just doing it. So, or just like, having sex and whatnot. So, like, even if they are 16 and yeah, he knows he's having sex, he knows he wants to have sex, doesn't mean he should be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah, to double that up, because it's kind of still on the topic with them, with those older women. All of them was 30 something. So if, like I always say, like, if the women are 30 years old, they've been around the block long enough to get what they want out of somebody. And now if you 16 years old, you don't know shit.
But sex, baby food, and baby sports,
Maybe
I
some
mean,
games. I don't know.
no,
games, video games.
I mean when it comes down to like that, you don't really know sex. Like you know that you could do the action, but you don't know the mental part of that, like the long lasting ramifications of when you do stuff like that.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Right. Right.
Mm.
That's what I'm talking about. But they've been around long enough to know what that can do, but they also blatantly just said, I don't care. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead
Mm.
and mess with this boy who has not matured into a man yet. Just because you fucking don't mean you a man.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm.
And like your brain's not fully developed at 16. You're mostly just all hormones.
Mm.
Hmm. I get.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I never like experienced like a point where like I needed to have sex. I'm like, and when I was 16, so like I never experienced that. But I can get what you mean. But for me, I was just trying to play some Smash Bros. I wasn't trying to scratch people.
Hey, you was just chilling.
Yeah.
Hey, just chill. Hey, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Sure, I was just trying to get my degree. That's all I was. You trying to get my high school diploma.
Yeah, that's fair.
You good, Leo?
Oh, babe.
That
It came out your nose.
Yeah.
no, not like that. Hell no. I just went down the windpipe.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
like I choked on water.
Straight down the windpipe. Throw babies went straight down the windpipe.
I knew
Throw
that was
baby. Throw baby. All right, I quit. Y'all wild. Y'all, it ain't me, it's y'all.
Sorry to get off topic here, but go ahead.
No,
but
it's okay.
I do think that when you're younger, stuff happens, and with like I think a lot of stuff that happens when you're older, like the dude doing that to like the, was it 2-month-year-old or 2-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when he was younger, that's something that he got traumatized, and his mental state was definitely off, because I don't think that's just something you naturally would do. You know what I'm saying? Because okay, so I was watching this movie. Actually, it's a pretty good movie. It's called. It fucked me up a little bit. I was too young to be watching it. Maybe not. I don't know. It was a weird time. It's called Mississippi Damned.
Oh shit!
The
word Mississippi already tells me enough.
So, let me tell you a little bit about this movie. So, there's a bunch of black people. Right. So, it was.
I'm listening.
It was just the way you said it. You say it's a bunch of black people. I
mean, like,
I'm fucking with you.
All right. So from what I can remember, because like I say, it's been a while. I want to say Tessa Thompson. Shout out to her. All right. So when they were younger, it was like her cousin, who's like he was older than her. And then it was the cousins. It was a boy. So it was a girl and a boy that was a cousin, and he was getting sexually abused by his mom's boyfriend.
Oh hell no.
Maybe husband, no, boyfriend. So what he was doing is he wanted to be they're like poor essentially, and he was looking for a way out. So he was like, let's just say like 7 or 8, 9 or something. So what the dude would do, he was like, they said it. They just said like, oh, it was happening, and they kind of like was alluding to it. Then it actually had a scene where he was like, oh, it was like a basketball camp or something like that he was trying to go to. So he's like, oh, you want to go to that camp or whatever, right? Blah blah blah. And he was like, well, yeah, I'm just, I'm trying to be a basketball player, blah blah blah. And he goes, oh, well, if you just I'll say top me off, perform fellatio on me, then I'll pay for it, blah blah blah. And initially he was like, no, no, that I'd rather just figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm like 9, but I'll figure it out. So, if what else? Something happened where he ended up like he wasn't able to get the money for it because his mom was negligent. So he ended up doing what he had to do, and he ended up going to like the camp or whatever he was supposed to have paid for. He ended up going to it because he performed on him.
He used his assets.
Jesus,
you're sick.
Damn.
So he in turn, well, this was happening like it was. That was just a scene that they showed to show like this is happening to him, and it's not, nobody's doing anything about it. But it was happening before, like it was already like happening, and you can tell just by like how he reacted to him, how the guy talked to him. It was a very weird interaction how they had it, and then when you saw that scene, you're like, wow, that's crazy, and it was like the shock factor. But I mean, it happens to kids all the time. We just don't talk about it as much. But so in turn, later on, Tessa Thompson's character, like her character, when they're still young, by the way, he ended up like abusing her. And it's like they don't show the scene because they're kids, they don't show kids being traumatized, but you know what was happening basically. And so then they do a time skip, like they fast forward in time, and she's older and she's obviously traumatized, never talked about it, never got therapy done for it, but he ended up sexually attracted to young girls because there was a scene later on in the movie where the girl was babysitting. She was a teenager, and he ended up having sex with her. And he got caught by his wife and stuff. But him getting caught by his wife was not the point. The point is that it happened to him when he was younger. He projected like him not getting help for it. Yeah, so it happened when he was younger, and then they do a time skip, and it happens again. So you obviously see that his mental state is just like like how I saw it is that he was attracted to young women or young girls, like girls. So, but he never got like therapy or like, cause they don't believe, black people don't even believe in mental health issues, but he never got therapy done for it. So he still was like hurt. So he was a hurt person hurting other people. So he was still projecting. So yeah, that was. It's a good movie. It hurt my soul a little bit, but it was a pretty good movie, and I thought it was a good representation of just like what happens in families and stuff, or like within families or in like situations, and that it either never gets talked about or never get fixed. So the person end up just it displays it comes out later on in negative ways, right?
Yeah,
Right.
destructive behavior.
Exactly. He was extremely destructive. So and then on top of that, let's just talk about how that we don't believe in the mental health. Look, this is the black thing. Black people don't believe in mental health. From what I understand, Hispanic people don't either.
What?
They don't believe in like mental health
over
issues.
there?
Depends on who you're talking
honestly, it's not just even like
it's not like any ethnicity. It's more of like
it's more. It's more of a general understanding that has been recently cultivated in society, right? Because in the 70s, motherfuckers wasn't talking about mental health. Motherfuckers was like, "Nigga, you stupid."
But they weren't. But what I'm saying is that I was talking about going to see like therapists and stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, even real talk. Real talk. I don't. The reason I would say we do believe in mental health, but we can't afford that shit, so we just say fuck it. We don't have to chalk it up to the shit we gotta take on the chin and on the chest. Cause like
on the chest, huh?
Shit. Hey, you gotta take the blows to the chest sometimes.
Hey,
cause honestly, growing up where I grew up, mugs knew what a schizophrenic motherfucker looked like. We either called him a crackhead or we knew he was crazy. Like, we was like, oh, he's crazy. He out there acting up, blah blah blah.
They just called him a cluck.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it's not like we didn't know. It's just that fuck we could do about it. Ain't nobody had no money out there. How we gonna get this motherfucker help? We can't.
I don't know. I would debate from at least from what I've been told. A lot of them do not believe in going to see no therapist. It is what it is. It's not a joke, like a meme for a reason. Like that shit that actually happens.
No, that's the reason why I said it's one of those things we just take on the chest. Because if you young and you can't afford it, but now if all of a sudden you get money, but you've been having the behavior of, well, shit, I've been dealing with it for this long, I'll be alright.
But that's what I'm saying though. That's still a mental health issue. You stuck in a way that's unprogressive. Like if you know that you can afford it and that you like now, of course nowadays they got the internet, so you can literally Google what a therapist does or what is a therapist. So, but you still choose to not go see one. Like I feel like that's a huge problem.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on the fact.
I agree with you.
You called my man a crackhead.
That man need help. No, he just a crackhead.
He's just a crackhead.
Where did the crack come from, though?
You said what?
Oh, and let's not even talk about the drugs that people do. Wow. So let's just talk about how I'm just gonna go to Hollywood. Hollyweird, I mean,
Yeah, you said Hollywood.
Oh, them.
Like
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? They be selling their kids, bro. Bro.
So sad.
shoot. No, even not just here in Chicago, fucking Kenwood, where R. Kelly over here talking about some yeah. You ain't making that much homeboy. Damn, that's crazy. Hey, your daughter real cute though. Well, she like
Yo.
15.
Yo,
All
this.
right, I'll give you about 5,000 a month. I need that.
Jesus.
You're not wrong. And that's a good point. Okay, so that's a good thing. R. Kelly, I was listening to some, looks like a documentary. It was something. So he himself went through a sexual trauma at a young age.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that man was talking about fucking his auntie, bro. I knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
No,
Was it his auntie that fucked him, or was his older sister that basically raped
I
him?
thought it was his.
I thought it was like one of his sisters or aunts.
It was his family member.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't remember
family
which one it
member.
was.
I think it's very likely that it was his aunt the way he was talking about her. I don't know. That shit was wild. This man was talking about some outlandish shit, my guy.
He said all caves are possible.
Jesus.
Look, this man went through some trauma. And what did he do? Project it outwardly. He became obsessed with younger, like girls.
And it was even scarier is he had money. So that makes it worse.
Yeah.
You a sexual predator with millions of dollars.
You can pay.
And Muggs is poor out here. Desperate.
I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, the hard way. The choice is yours, right?
It's not really a choice.
I don't think
Because
we're
you
going to
ain't
be
got
doing
no
it.
food on the table. So I'm gonna put some food on your table. And all I need is for
I need ends.
You
little Missy over there to come on over to my place.
He said, "Look, here's this $5,000. Don't worry, I'll treat her good. There ain't gonna be no hidden. Besides the size of the hidden."
You're sick.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Crazy out here.
And that's how it happens. That when they're you ever seen Antoine Fisher? I think that's what it is.
I don't think I heard that one.
So I think it's Antoine Fisher. He was in the military. Anyway, in that movie, it showed the it was him as a child, and I think it was I didn't actually see the movie. I just kept seeing clips of it. So it was they showed like whatever her name was, like, oh, we'll see y'all later, blah blah blah, and he was just standing there like frozen because he knew it. I guess it was happening to him, and as soon as they left and the camera panned out, it showed like the outside of the house, but you could hear the audio, and she was like, oh yeah, like touch me there or something, and she slapped him and she was abusing him and stuff. That's just another movie, Antoine Fisher. If you need some more like examples.
Oh, speaking of military, we don't really talk about the male abuse that goes on in the military.
Hello, what? They be what?
The male abuse that goes in the military. Because this is an old story. Like, this one's old because this happened again. Another personal experience. My cousin's grandfather, because he was young, he ran away from home when he was like 15, 16, and joined the military because he ain't had no money. He was homeless. And they knew he was young, but they just wrote him off as an 18-year-old and threw him in the military. They fucked him.
What?
Yeah, the generals literally had sexually raped this man, and this was like back in the day. So like, it was some old white dudes fucking him, and it was like, well, niggas don't got no speak out power over here any fucking way. So even if he could speak out about what was going on, he couldn't. And mind you, this is still happening.
I've never
That's
heard
why
of
they
these.
make those jokes about seamen. When mugs go to the Navy, they got those jokes about seamen. You know, young dudes going into the army older dude just like, well, I'm gonna take. Well, shit, I ain't got no women around. Even if I did have women around, there's more boys around, so I'm gonna prey on them.
Take it, pull rank, and then make it to where they can't say nothing about it. Basically.
Basically,
Yeah.
yep.
Now, I thought it was because the people in the Navy was mad soft, and they used to just call them gay. That's why they called them seamen. Plus, that's their rank.
bro,
That's their rank. That's their rank. It's called
Yeah.
seamen.
seamen and seamen is just.
Oh, he's saying seamen or seamen.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
saying both.
I see
but
what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, it's a play on words, as in I'm about to leave some semen in this man.
That's sick. Yeah, I
It's sick, alright. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what.
well, I'll tell you what. Let's see. Yeah, I that's crazy.
You know what? I was just thinking about. Remember how, if I'm not mistaken, Cardi B was drugging people, but I'm not sure if she was having sex.
Oh, well, she was drugging and robbing motherfuckers, and I'm pretty sure she was raping them.
Wait,
too.
wait, wait.
I can't.
Okay. I heard she had a transgender. I don't know if it was transsexual or
Oh yeah,
transgender.
she had a transgender rape a dude one time.
Yeah, I definitely heard that.
What?
Yo, she said this is out her own mouth.
What?
This is off of a confession, off of a live. She said this,
What?
and she's not in jail. Why is
that's
this
the
bitch not
thing,
in
too, it's like-
jail?
Some women don't really have any consequences, or that's the only one I can think of. Like Cardi B didn't get any.
Excuse me?
She didn't suffer any consequences from what she
Bro.
did.
And I don't like Cardi B. I've made it very apparent I don't like her. I think that she is a fucking horrible role model, and she claims to not be a role model, but she's full of shit, and she's done things that she should be in jail for, and everybody just praises her because she's made it. But like, making it isn't the end all be all, right? It's about what you did to. What did you sacrifice of yourself to get there? Like,
May I ask, what did she make? Cause she still ain't got shit to me other than some TV
she
time.
got money, bro. Like that's all motherfuckers care about. That's all people care about. They just want money, and like they see money as success, and they see that she has money, so they, equate that with her success, and
Well, people equate.
it just eliminate everything she had to do to get there. Like it's not okay that she was out here fucking like drugging and robbing people. Oh, I had to do what I had to do. No, that's just not okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I say that that's worse. What she was doing was worse than people who sell drugs, in my opinion. Unless you're selling like crack, like that's a problem. But motherfuckers
Yeah,
is
that's
out here
a huge
selling,
problem.
like,
Yeah.
weed and shit, like that's way worse. That's way worse because if I'm selling weed, I'm just giving you like something that's gonna help you take the edge off of life. She's literally raping people, fucking robbing them and drugging them and essentially holding them because at that point she now has power over this person because they can't tell anybody.
Right.
Their power has been stripped from them permanently by this person. Right.
And for the transsexual thing, that's another thing where it's just like you met props you on him being on a narcotic. He couldn't tell if that was a man or a woman. So on top of that, you over here taking his free will away even more.
Right.
So Littlefoot out here dangerous.
You wild. I'm about to call it Littlefoot. Leave Cardigan backyardigan alone.
Why do you want
I just need to go to jail. That's all I gotta say.
No,
So it's
she's
crazy.
definitely in jail. That's just crazy.
So I was watching. I like media references, right? I was watching, I think, a CSI episode. Maybe CSI. It might have been Criminal Minds. I don't remember, but the one dude. Okay, so here's the scenario, right? He coming from work. It's dark. You know what I'm saying? And the dude, I think he just got out of jail or something. He beat him up and just took it. So, dude, he like a, was it blue? Is it blue collar? The person who work in the office?
Blue collar is.
It's like working class, right?
Yeah.
What
White collar is like office jobs.
So he probably had a cubicle, right? We don't know, but he probably had a cubicle. He came out with a little suit and he was walking through his car. So somebody who worked in a cubicle. So he wasn't like no bodybuilder. No, he just I'm just
Regular
trying
dude.
to get this money real quick, whatever. So hey, he took it. Then he was like, man, let me go report this. So he went to report it, and the cops looked at him and just didn't take him serious at all. I'm like, dang, they did my man's dirty. Like, yeah, take him like at all. They were like, they kind of like laughed at him to a degree. You know what I'm saying? They were like, oh, okay, well, what did he look like? It was kind of like, not taking him serious. I'm like, I mean, like, what can you really do? Yeah, what can you really do? What can you? I thought I was doing the right thing, reporting it, whatever. So this man, like, he got played the whole episode. So he was like, fuck it, murked that man. Found him, murked him.
Hey,
Jesus.
Hey, that sound right to me because I'm like, dude, I just got my everything taken away from me, and you gonna tell me you not gonna go arrest this dude? All right, fine. Five.
Bro,
call it a day.
Bro, I don't even remember he went to jail for it. He might have went to jail for it. I don't remember, but like my thing is this man, he like, let's say like late, like 40. Let's say he like 40, bro. You 40, just another day at the office, do. Walking home, get in my car, trying to get in my car, and then some dude just, you ain't never been, you know what I'm saying? You ain't never even been to jail, and you ain't did no wrong, or from what I know. And he just chilling, trying to get this little bread, and some dude just take it.
Just crack him over the head, like, yeah, prime real estate.
And then that's sick. But then like you report it, and then that doesn't get taken serious. Like, how do you like? That
Like,
could
what
really
do you do at that point?
Yeah.
bruh. That was a wild episode, and it was just like, but that happens in real life though. Like that's literally like a lot of that stuff be happening in real life. That's not no made up stuff. Like real talk. So it's just like I can't kill nobody, but they can do what they want. Side.
Yeah, it's like,
I
what
can't
can you do?
kill nobody, but you can just go ahead and run my shit.
Wait, you know what? He might not have told. I don't remember. Anyway, it happened. He ended up killing dude.
That's a big difference, bro. You
I don't.
that shit right.
Okay, hold on. Let me look it up.
Yeah, dude. You're mad confusing me right
I'm about
now.
to say, Holland, don't let us be on this one side, and then you find out something
I
different.
don't have to run that fade with you.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, whatever. Hey, you ain't. Hey. All right.
Leo said, I'm ready to run that fade. What them hands do, boy? And smash.
Put your hands up. I said put your hands up.
Oh. Wait.
Oh Lord.
What?
This has been a wild conversation.
Big wild shit, boy. All the while, I'm just playing Genshin Impact.
How is that game?
The game trash.
It's
The game trash.
Is it clean?
alright. It's alright. I don't know what else you want me to say.
All right. I'm just playing the
It's
Sky right
free.
now.
Free and it's decently fun. I don't like the gacha aspect of it, but it also does make you want to get the characters. I'm not spending shit on this game. They got me fucked up. That man,
You know what?
Afro Senju spent fucking $1,100 on this shit, and I'm like,
He
Oh,
spent
no.
$100 on what?
on this game.
What's the game?
No, it's a gacha
Genshin
game.
Impact.
That's how gacha games work. That they make you keep spending
Hey!
money.
Hey.
Yeah.
What did I? What?
You never heard of gacha games?
Anyway.
We off topic.
Anyway,
Yeah,
look.
What they gotta do what we talking about?
Whatever. It happened. All right, that's what happens, and then motherfuckers they have to kill him. All right, a lot of matter. They get raped, and then they be ready to go kill everybody.
Basically. Because who gonna believe me? Nobody.
You're not gonna be a normal person after that shit. Like, there's no like
nobody is normal after stuff like that happens.
Like you're going to have anger issues. You're going to have a perception of the person or whatever people that did this to you, and you're gonna start generalizing. You're gonna have a different feel about you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you're not gonna be okay. Like, I mean, you are gonna be okay because, like, I hate to say this, but like old black women and some old black dudes, they told me some stuff about their life, and they was like, damn, they like rape was like common as shit. Like, this old woman got raped, and she was just wiped herself. I'm like, doing just like, well, back to my day, because just like you can't do shit about it. Same thing with dudes. Like, when they got raped, they was like, I'm still a man, so they just wipe themselves off and just keep it on pushing.
I'm sorry, what happened? That's back in the day. They wild.
Yeah, this is like back in the day.
Shit, back in the day, niggas was just, it was a wild time back then, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they was getting
not even that long ago, like 30 years ago.
30, shoot. If we go back just 80 years, like, that's how bad it really was. Like, honestly, the stuff that happens nowadays, it's really fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But back then was worse, and they was just like, this is how they said. They just took it on the chin and kept it on pushing. They was like, well, I'm not dead. Basically, that's where it is mindset come from. It's fucked up.
It is what it is.
It's fucked up. But
Yeah.
that's where all this other behavior shit, this mental health, the abusive, the sexual abuse, the just abusive behavior in general, like, all that stuff happens because it's like you trying to get your power back. Basically, that's what happened. You're trying, like, all these other abusive stuff that happens because someone got abused is you trying to get your power back. You trying to get your power back, and you're not okay. Like, when you able to realize it and fix your own mental state, because no one else is gonna fix it for you. Even if you go to therapy, you kind of got to be the one to put your mind back together. So it's just like you got to learn how to live through the trauma and push forward. That's what I see anyway. Like, I'm not trying to be like speaking on nothing, but like, you know, that's what I have to say. Because
no, that's reasonable.
All right. All right. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
This has been a whole, like, another level of topic that I have not said shit about because I don't know nothing about it. But I need to sit down for a minute.
This stuff is traumatizing.
I'm not really traumatized. I'm just like, damn. It's a lot. You gotta take in a lot. Like, it's not traumatizing. It's just like, damn, you really gotta sit there and like really like let it all sit in.
True. You're right.
That's true. You'd be surprised how many men have stuff happen to them, but they ain't gonna say it. It's just something that's just never gonna be speaking of. It's something they gonna carry to the grave. But you
don't forget about denial. Like, people that deny it, they're the worst. Those are the ones that are the worst ones off, because that's where all the issues really come from. Because you're not accepting what happened to you, so you can heal from it. Like, you straight up like, nope, didn't happen, and that's where all those issues come from.
That's true. That's also true.
It come from the thing that happened to you, but like, you being in denial makes it worse. On top of that,
yeah, that's true. I agree.
You gotta face your problems head on, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
All I'm gonna say is, look, believe men when they say it. I think men should be more open about stuff that happens, and if they don't know, they need to look something up, because we are in the age of information. If you don't know what something is, or like maybe you hear a woman talking about it, maybe you need to sit down and figure out, has that ever happened to you, or some of that nature, and really go and go get help. Like, that's just it. Go, even if it's not somebody you know, like therapy does help. There are free programs out there. I don't personally know any off the top of my head, but there are, and people need to just heal. Everybody needs to heal.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah,
and
yes, sir.
I lost what I was about to say.
Something about booty juice. Okay, let's not talk about booty juice.
No. It wasn't that. It was going to be damn, what was it? It's basically gonna be like that. Like you not gonna find your answer to your problems at the end of a bottle. You're not gonna find
Oh,
it. You're not gonna find your problems to the end. You're not gonna find the answer to your problems at the end of a blunt. You're not gonna find your answer to your problems after you bust a nut. You like those are
Hey,
not
whoa,
ways.
whoa,
You're
whoa,
not
whoa, whoa,
escaping.
whoa, 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 whoa,
I
whoa.
know what I said.
Hold on.
I know what I said.
he's like, whoa
You can
whoa there,
disagree. You
buddy.
can
Whoa,
disagree.
whoa there
Whoa.
It
on
makes
that
you feel
one.
good.
Calm down, Jamal.
It makes you feel good.
Oh, ignorant.
It makes you feel
Nah,
good. I agree. It makes you feel good, but that's not going to be the answer to your problem. Your problem's still going to be there.
your problem is still gonna be there. You're right. You're right.
Like this make you feel that's a nice escape, but your problem there. You're going to have to deal with that. It's unfortunate that it's been put there, but I hate to say it like this because it sounds bogus as fuck, but it's life. You're going to have to deal with it.
Yes,
in,
sir.
in a positive manner.
Yeah, in a
Yeah,
positive way. You have
don't
to deal
just
with it in a positive
go
way.
get help. Don't blow anybody's, muffin cap back. We don't do that here. We don't advocate that at all.
Shit! If somebody do something to you, hey, I give you full permission. I will back you
I
up.
mean, but we're
On the
talking
record, off
like
the record.
Right, on the record, off the record.
yeah,
If you need to do what you
look,
gotta do, you gotta do what you gotta do.
look, I
You
think the
doing some
most
bogus.
important thing because this is how it's going to be for the majority, like have good communication.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
That's fair.
Like, I mean, obviously, unless like in the sense, I'm gonna take it part by part. So, in the sense of males being sexually abused by women, a lot of times women aren't aware of what they're doing. A lot of times, women just assume that any male wants to have sex at any given moment. So, just have good communication with your partner and good communication with your friend or whoever you may be in that situation with, and I think that that'll go a long way. You have to have boundaries in any relationship. As far as, people that are having issues with have had issues with stuff like that, like Chris said, you gotta go get some help, man. You gotta talk about it.
Mhm.
It still comes back down to communication. You have to talk about it. You have to face it. You have to realize that you're not gonna get away from it any other way, and it's gonna come out in ways that you can't expect if you don't take care of it. And you want to get that taken care of before you have kids of your own because it can come out in ways that you would never have expected. And and if somebody is coercing you or somebody has threatened you, report them. Speak to somebody you trust about it. Figure out a way that you can actually, if you have any evidence of it, make sure you hang on to that. Make sure that you feel comfortable and you feel safe, but still report it and get it taken care of by the appropriate authorities, because you going against that by yourself is going to be a very stressful endeavor, the same way that it will be for a woman. So you got to realize that it's not your fault. We don't blame the victim, even if it's like, especially not regardless of fucking gender. We don't blame the victim. So go to people that you trust. Communicate what's going on, and we, people around you that care about you will make sure that you're taken care of adequately.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now I remember what I was gonna say because that was that first part what I wanted to say. But this here, if a man comes up to you and tells you he's been raped, motherfucker, you better investigate and believe that motherfucker because we're not about to go around telling people we got raped. Nobody, no man ever wants to say that shit. No one.
Facts.
I just had to
Big
get that out.
facts.
There we go.
Yeah.
Big facts.
All right. Anybody else? Closing
No.
remarks?
You know what I would say too? Talks like this, like how we're just like kind of educating ourselves about it. This stuff helps too.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah, like you're really learning a lot of new things.
right?
And it's just like topics you don't hear much like at all.
I wish we had these discussions when we was in college, but I'm not gonna talk about that.
Hey, we could have if everybody was more. Could look. All right. Oh wait, my bad. Anything else you want to say real quick?
No, I
No,
think I'm
I'm
good.
good.
All right, cool. It's been another episode. Rampage.